All right, guys.
Yeah.
So hope you are doing well. We have Redi here all the way from UK. Him and his wonderful partner, Carla, run an amazing med spa marketing agency working with med spa owners in the UK, London, and all around England. I'm pretty sure that's right.
Yeah, that's correct.
So I remember having the chat with Redi and Carla probably a good 6 months ago. And Redi's one of those clients where it's taken a bit of time to really integrate everything, get everything locked in. And I think it's good to share these stories because like not every single case study or not every single story is going to be like, like in 30 days, I was able to do this. For me, for instance, when I first hit 10K in my agency in 2018, it took me a good 5 months to like really just figure out my niche, figure out my script, figure out the best platform, figure out how to sell, my offer, my pitch, delivery. So there's a lot of things that goes on. So I guess Redi, give me sort of like paint the picture of what things were like prior to working with our company.
So yeah, prior it was just like an impulse idea, really starting a marketing agency. We obviously, when you see these videos, everybody make it seem so easy. Oh, just charge 2K for a client, and with 5 clients, you're going to be at 10K. You're going to live your best time of your life, and everything is going to be fairy tales and butterflies, and everything is going to be easy. But when we actually started, me and Carla were very eager. We wanted to learn. We were like every day, because we had full-time jobs at the time as well. Carla was working in a bank. I was working as a bartender. We like on our free time, like whenever we had free time, we'll do the research about service delivery, about how we can get new clients, and everything that you can find on the internet. It's very broad. It's very few videos that actually give you good value. Everything is like, how can I explain it? Maybe, so it's really for views. Everybody's putting the videos out there. Not really, you can get some value, but it's not going to be something you wouldn't be able to do without help.
Yeah.
So in the beginning, we were a bit lost, because there's so many things that you have to do to be good at sales, to be good at service delivery, how to find clients, how to contact them. We started with cold calling. That didn't work very well, because obviously we were not good at it. I'm not saying cold call for some people may work, but you should have a certain experience to do cold calls. And it was all this idea that it was very easy, and then we go here with the reality that it is hard. It's not as easy as people make it. And these people that do it in 30 days, he hit 10K or 20K a month, they are like a small percentage of the people that actually try to make it work in the SMMA community, I feel like.
So that was your situation before. You were a little bit lost, not sure like where to start. You're doing a couple of different things. And what was your situation post working with our system and working with our company?
So what happened is, like, I think you can confirm as well, I was a pretty easy person to close, because I already knew I have to, I'm going to either invest with time. It's going to take me months and months of reading and watching videos and try to scrape whatever information I can in order to be able to build something, or I'm going to pay with money and save myself all this time. I feel like if I was still doing it myself, I would be still scraping YouTube videos and courses and stuff like that are like not very useful. So I will not say that. First of all, like, you either, I think you're going to pay with money or you're going to pay with time. You pick and choose what is best for you. But after joining the call, so obviously we had a system in place which we didn't have before, in order to get people that are interested Basically, as you say, like people raise their hands, they're interested in what we offer, and then we contact them. And most importantly, getting like a consistent lead inflow, which you can convert to clients later on. And in the beginning, it's also very hard. If you don't have the sales skills and if you don't have the experience, it's hard to do the calls and book them in and close them. But I like to say to people, this is part of the process. And obviously, here in the program, we have sales training and coaching training on any topic you need, either that's sales or service delivery or anything really you want. You're going to be able to step by step get better. For example, for me, English is not my first language. I'm trying. I don't think it has stopped me from reaching where I can be. But obviously, in the beginning, sales was a big thing because of tonality. I have to care about my accent and everything. But like with the program, they help you with every step you need, because in the beginning of your career, let's say, you're going to have different problems. Then when you solve these problems, other problems are going to occur, and you're there to basically tackle these problems and help you move to the next step. Does this make sense?
Yeah, that's perfect. So your revenue prior to starting and your revenue after starting, so what was the difference in the revenue? So, and it doesn't have to be like crazy. I think it's better that people understand that businesses can take a bit of time. But what was like the revenue difference?
100%. So I want to say first, I will say about the revenue, but I want to say first of all, revenue, it's not something people should worry. Obviously, money, it's something you should be aiming to make, but knowledge and knowledge on your niche and in the SMMA in general is more important than some money. So what I want to say now, I feel comfortable closing deals, and I know revenue is going to come in the next few months. I'm very comfortable. As I said before, I'm gonna launch my ads again. I'm very confident in closing clients. I'm very confident in service delivery. I'm very confident in anything. But as if for now, this is where I think we're gonna get really scaling, because now I truly feel comfortable in my skills and the system we have. All this time was basically finding out what works for us, what is the best offer for us, getting better at sales and everything. But when we first started with Henry, we had one client. That like before time we were at one client, and now we are at 7. And we started with about 700 to 800 pounds in revenue with just that one client, and now we are about 3 to 4k, depending on the performance. That might not be crazy. It's not anything like 10, 20, 50, 100k a month, but it's a stepping stone for us in order to get there.
Man, and you know what? 4k GBP to AUD is 7.6k AUD. So like it's good. And you know what? That's where I was at when I started within 5 months. So the thing is, like, you want to be the guy that scales with a deep foundation. Because if you have a deep foundation, you'll be able to scale a lot further. And I remember we had the conversation maybe a week ago, and you were telling me, yeah, we got these clients. We're at 3 to 4K. We've got our ads. And I said to you, it sounds like you're ready to scale. It sounds like you've reached a place now where you've got all of your pieces in a row, and you understand exactly what you need to do, next steps to scale to the next level.
It's very good you say that about the foundation, because I was actually watching a video about with Alex Hormozi. I don't take everything Alex Hormozi says too seriously, because he's a very different scale than me. But what he said that stood out for me is, in order to build a business is like building a house. In the beginning, if someone tries to build a house immediately without a good foundation, yes, in the few first months or year, he might be able to build higher than you, because you're still building the foundation, you're going downwards. But if you have good foundations, you're going to be able to build a skyscraper, and he's just going to be able to build a house. And if that, he might collapse if he doesn't have the foundations to support the house. So I completely agree with that.
Yeah, and you know what? It's revenue that you get over years, not weeks. Like, You want to have consistent revenue over a long period of time, not just, sorry, the network's cutting out, but I was saying you want to have revenue over a long period of time, not just like, oh man, like I had this crazy month, but like the next month's low. You want to have consistency. Cool, man. So the last thing I was going to say is, so like, what would you say to someone who's like, no, like I can figure it out on my own, like, you know, all that type of thing. What would you say to someone who's like, no, I don't want to spend the money. Like I'd prefer to figure out everything myself.
Kind of said it in the beginning, but I want to say like maybe, if, I don't know, but maybe you're going to be able to figure it out yourself in the next year or two. And that is if you ever figure it out by yourself, because if someone has done it, knows how it's done, they can show you the way. It's much easier. But let's say you can hypothetically make it like in a decent level in 2 years. You're going to pay with time. What if you could have avoided all this time and you could have done this in 5 months and get all the knowledge and the systems you need to have in order to grow? You saved a year and a half of your life, and you learn from someone that has already done it, has already been through the path, and is showing you how it's done. So I think for me, as I told you, it was a no-brainer in the beginning. I don't see money as like something, because money in my bank account, it's useless money. If I can get knowledge, I'll pay the money for the knowledge any day. But that's at least for me. But I would highly advise anybody to invest in themselves. That's the only way they're going to grow faster.
Yep. I love it, dude. And that's exactly the key thing, is a good business owner finds ways to create leverage. So sure, you can do everything yourself, but it's going to take you a long time. If you speed things up with money, if you speed things up with team, for instance, you having Lay, like you pay Lay money. Imagine if you guys were still doing what she was doing, what she's doing now. Like
that will cut out from the time you have to call people, because it takes you a few hours to outreach to them, then a few hours to call them. Then you have no other time for the other tasks like service delivery and managing all the nitty-gritty stuff that need to be done. So if you outsource something that takes a lot of time, you have more time to put into things that matter more.
And it's always about trading your time, right? Trading money for time. So like, there's no point doing low leverage tasks.
Yeah.
If you can pay someone $4 an hour to do that, then you can do high leverage tasks, and so on. So eventually you become Steve Jobs. No, I'm sorry, not a Steve Jobs. Is it? Who's a Tim Cook? Tim Cook of like Apple, or like Jeff Bezos. Like, okay,
yeah,
these guys are crazy big guys, but ultimately, imagine if they were still vacuuming the carpet. Like, you can't actually grow if you stay, no, I'm going to figure out everything myself. No, I'm going to do everything. It doesn't work like that. To build a kid that does like 100K per month, 50K per month, 30K per month, you need like a team of at least 2 to 3, 4 people. And, you know, you may as well start leverage. And that's what we try and teach our clients, is like, you can get instant leverage. Just get a train setter like Lay to do that, so that you can instantly start focusing your time on the stuff that matters. So, dude, I appreciate your time. Thank you for sharing that with me. And like I said 2 weeks ago, you're in a very good position to scale up.
Yeah, 100%.